Designers and dogs team up for pop-up pandemonium.
What they have here today is really just whetting our appetite.
Target's one-day sneak peek leaves Toronto panting for more.
Awarded Best Newscast, The News Hour with Leslie Roberts and Ann Moskowski.
Thanks for joining us. Leslie is away this evening. Well, the symbols spell it out. Target loves Canada. And if the long lines outside a so-called pop-up store are any indication, shoppers are feeling the love for the U.S. retailer, too. Here's how it looked at King and Blue Jays Way this morning. The line stretching around the block. This huge response, another symbol revealing a fundamental shift in how Canadians want to shop. Let's go live first to Mina Ree. She's inside Target's pop-up store this evening. Good evening, Mina.
Good evening, Ann. Well, I think these bare shelves speak for themselves, don't they? I mean, they even disrobed. They bought the clothes off this mannequin's back to give you an indication of how successful today's event ended up being. Someone once said, if you build it, they will come. And did they ever? Thousands of fashionistas braved the cold in a lineup that snaked down for blocks. The draw? Target's one-day pop-up shop showcasing Jason Wu's collection.
So as soon as I found out, I was like, okay, so who's going with me?
It was Michelle Obama who put Jason Wu on the map by choosing his one-shouldered white gown for that much-publicized inaugural dance. And she was recently spotted wearing a floral dress from this collection. Shoppers claiming what's good enough for America's First Lady is good enough for them.
I was online last night. I mapped out all my choices, and someone actually posted what was going to be here.
I love this piece.
Turns out Wu was raised in Canada, that this is where he famously learned to put clothes together.
I learned to sew when I was 10. I got my first sewing machine in Vancouver.
Fresh off showing his collection on New York runways, working with this retail giant has allowed the 29-year-old to reach a much broader audience, with pieces priced at a modest $10 to $45.
And it was sort of inspired by French New Wave films, like Gamine Chic, Jean Seberg, Anna Karina.
You have all these cute little sequin details. And
limited time, limited supply. Collaborations with high-end designers have created frenzies for several savvy retailers, including H&M. The success of other fast fashion brands like Joe Fresh shows the market seems to be widening for accessible, low-priced products.
Who's the best and who goes there the fastest and who camps out the most.
This is just the latest in a string of collaborations with over 100 designers, but it's not just limited to clothing. Target has partnered up with famous chefs, cosmetics brands, Missoni for Home, even Converse, and this is exactly what sets them apart from all the other mass retailers. It'll be at least a year before Target, as it's affectionately known, officially opens its doors here, but there are several more pop-ups in the works before then.
But we expect to have all kinds of events throughout Canada before we open our stores in the spring of 2013. And so
now they expected to close at 6 p.m. today, ended up selling out about an hour and a half early. I can tell you they raised about $60,000 and they're donating it all to United Way Toronto. Where's this next pop-up shop going to be? I don't know. They say there's a lot of hush-hush murmurings in terms of where it will be across Canada, but I'm sure there will be lots of lineups at those events as well.
No doubt about that. All right, Mina Ree, thank you.